We're on page 14, step 7. Attach header bows to windshield frame. The header bows will need to be trimmed. Place the pin in the center of the header bow in the top of the windshield slot. Pull it down over the windshield frame. Mark the sides to see where to cut. The header bow legs will need to be trimmed to clear the side clamp holes that you installed with the 632 or 440 screws earlier. This is the photograph in the instruction booklet, and they show that clip that we installed earlier and then a suggested cut line. I took mine out of the packaging and laid them on the car, and they lay out on the car exactly where they need to be. And a quick phone call to the people at Whitby confirmed that they are now shipping these out already cut to the proper length. So that step is not necessary. The instruction booklet just needs to be updated. B, after trimming header bow sides, position the latch in the closed position and mark where to drill the latch mounting holes. Okay, I'm going to put the header bows back on the car. Hook it in, slide it into place. And they don't fit very tightly, so I'm going to use a strip of tape to hold them in place, tight against the side of the frame and down. Then they want you to trace mounting holes for the latch onto the header bow. But this gets a little fiddly. There's a little bit of an inherent problem here. The mounting holes for the latch are covered up when the latch is closed. So I'm going to trace the outside of the mounting tab for the latch. And then go over to the bench and be able to open up the latch and transfer the mounting hole location. And I'll do this on the other side. But now I have to cut the tape so I don't lose my markings. Do the passenger side and see you over at the bench. I've got the header bows clamped in the bench vise using some plastic soft jaws, and measuring the center to center distance of the mounting holes on the clip, they are at 7/16 of an inch, or about 11.5 millimeters. So I am going to hold this into place inside my trace lines as best as possible. Also, just for grins, I drew a center line down each area. Just measured here to here, here to here, drew a center line. Just for my frame of reference, and also to be able to look through the mounting holes and to see if I am truly lined up. And I think the objective here is I'm going to try to line up the top of the clip with the curve that I drew. The curve was the easiest part to draw because you have the best access with a pencil. So I'm just going to lay that on. I can easily draw that hole. Lay that one on. Draw that hole. Trying to get this second one with my big fingers in the way is going to be tough. So I will measure 7/16. and mark the other hole. That'll work. Unless I screw up drilling it, they're right on. I have an automatic center punch here. And we're ready to drill some holes. Part C of step 7, drill 2 1/8" holes in the header bow. Do not install the latches until the top cloth is installed. They supply some 1/8" pop rivets to secure these latches down. So that's what I'm sure that the holes are sized at an 1/8" for. And now that they're center punched, we can drill. My favorite little tool, little countersink. Knock that burr off. I'm going to grab two of the rivets that they supply just to double check that I didn't screw up measuring or drilling, and I did not on that one. But this one, it appears that I wandered a little bit even with the center punch. How did that happen? Well, I screwed up a little bit on that hole, but it was easy to correct. Just a few strokes with a jeweler file elongated that hole just a touch towards the other one, and now rivets drop right in. Step 7, part D, leave the header bows in the windshield frame where they will be when the install is complete. Well, they're not going to go back on the car right yet. I've removed my tape, deburred the inside holes, and looking at these parts, what I'm going to do next is there is a pretty nice radius on the front edge here, but it kind of has a sharp break to it. And then where it was welded and ground here, and then there is really no radius on this surface. And this is where the top fabric comes over and wraps around, you know, and that line is going to be very visible on that front edge. So I'm going to spend a little time with a sanding block and some medium grit paper and try to blend this together, give this a little bit smoother of a radius. It's probably not necessary, but it bugs me, so that's what I'll be doing for a little bit. I'm trying to blend this radius down into this radius and then knock that sharp break off of the side. Doesn't take much, so I won't bore you with 20 minutes of sanding, and we'll be back when I'm done. Reading ahead in the manual, the next step is going to be stretching the fabric down over the front of the car with the header bows in place, and then using a upholstery marker or China marker, you're gonna mark the edge, the forward edge where the fabric breaks over the top, and you're gonna draw a line on the fabric. And then subsequently you'll glue the fabric in place. There is plenty of extra material to where when you roll the fabric over, you could wrap it all the way around and inside and then upholster the back side inside the car. There's plenty of material to do that. I haven't decided if I want to do that yet or not, So in the meantime, I am going to paint the top of the bow, because the fabric is not going to glue to it, it's going to break on that edge. So I'm just going to paint the top of this and this front face in satin black, because it'd be visible inside the car. If I decide to wrap it or do something else, I need to do something. It'll probably get wrapped, but I just want to paint this top edge at least, and I'll bring the upholstery up at least to this point and cut it off. So I've masked off the front surface where the glue is going to be. I'm not going to mask the inside, I'll just be careful painting, but you don't want to paint where you're going to be applying adhesive. The solvents in the adhesive will just attack the paint. It'll lift right off and you won't get a good bond. So I'm just going to paint the top and the back side. If I decide to upholster the back side, I'll swipe with some lacquer thinner. I'll probably take the paint right off. So let the paint dry overnight on the header bows and then unmask them. Set them back on the car. Take a look and see kind of what I was after. And this better illustrates why it's okay to paint that top surface, because the fabric is going to break right on this edge and glue here and inside. So it's the other reason I wanted to paint those. Hopefully they'll just kind of disappear up inside the top fabric.